Hello everybody! Today we're going to be making a Circassian dish called Peeda. It is also known as Circassian Kunafa. I have no idea what it has anything to do with Kunafa, but growing up that's what they called it. Anyways, this is my dad's favorite dessert, and my mom actually learned this recipe from his oldest auntie, and she got it down to the T except for one minor change, which actually made it better, and you guys will see what that is later. But for now, we are going to add all of our dry ingredients into the mixer. Flour, salt, and then not so dry anymore water. And then go ahead and mix that up until it forms a nice dough. At this stage, you're going to add a 1/4 cup of avocado oil just so that it is able to grab everything that is clinging off of the sides. And it should be nice and soft and fluffy. And then we're going to cover it with a towel and set it aside to rest while we prepare the rest of our filling. And that is going to be walnuts. We need to food process those. Then add some erythritol and monk, some cinnamon, and then mix that in as well. I love how cinnamony this dish is, this dessert, I mean. I really like it for the fall too. It's very fall vibes because of that. And it's really nice served hot. And it's really good. Anyways, moving on to the dough. The dough was actually ready to work with immediately. We just need to make the filling first. But go ahead and we're going to start cutting it up. So my mom separated it into 4 equal parts. And then we're going to take each of those 4 parts and go ahead and cut those also down the middle. And then those halves, we're going to roll out. And then we're going to take some ghee, melt it down, and coat the bottom of the pan we will be baking the Peeda in. And now we're going to run our dough through a pasta maker on the setting that just elongates it, so that we're able to actually, you'll see in a second how it works, but roll it up into a nice long strip and place it in our little pan. So make sure to do this sequentially, like don't go from step 0 to 7. As you can see, the little knob there, don't go from 0 to something very large, otherwise you're gonna get little lines in the dough and it might rip and it won't look nice at all. So make sure you go like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 until you get to whatever stage that is that you're gonna get it long enough, and always take off the top and bottom because that is not going to be even. We want to focus in on the middle, which is as even as we can get it, and then go ahead and cover that with your melted ghee, and then place inside of it the cinnamon mix. And now you're going to go ahead and fold in the one side, and then you're going to roll it up horizontally. And this is kind of like a cinnamon roll. This is kind of like a hard cinnamon roll. You'll see what I mean because it's like not soft, but I would see this as a bigger cinnamon roll that is crunchier. And then once you get to the end, instead of like rolling it up all the way up, instead grab the top and pinch it over. And then now you can go ahead and spin it around even more. And you can get this pretty small and tight curls. And then you're just going to start off in the middle of the pan and swirl it around like a cinnamon bun. And then you're going to do this for all of your dough strips that you have made. So it's not just going to be that one, but it will be easy for them to bake together in this way. And then you're going to put the ghee on top. And once that is, like, really get that on there because we want to make this nice and crispy. So then you're going to throw it in the oven at 440 degrees Fahrenheit and let it bake. While that is happening, this is the key ingredient that is separate. Not that separate. That's different than my dad's aunt's recipe. And that is the syrup. We will be making it with erythritol and monk fruit sugar instead of regular sugar because it is healthier. And it actually is going to end up tasting better because it is almost twice as sweet as regular sugar. So very win-win. Usually people complain about the aftertaste of these sugars, but I personally believe that the aftertaste isn't relevant when it comes to when you actually cook it into things. It comes into play when you're just using it straight up with like tea or something or your coffee. That's when you can really taste it. I guess you could taste the difference, but when you're putting it in a syrup or in any sort of dish, it's really, you're not going to taste it at all. And we're also going to be adding xanthan gum as well. That's also going to thicken the syrup up a little bit. And once again, the xanthan gum is to give it a syrupy texture. And yeah, just go ahead and stir it. It will never burn. I thought that it would burn, but apparently it doesn't. So that's good news as well. And yeah, now we are ready to serve. So it is, now that it's nice and brown, it's out of the oven. And then you're going to go ahead and pour the syrup on top of that. And remember how I said that this cinnamon roll is crunchy? Well, you can only achieve that if the roll itself is hot and the syrup is cold. So make sure that the syrup is cold when you pour it on top. Otherwise, if they're both hot, it's just going to become mushy. And it will it definitely will taste good, but it will lose its crunch. So that is a mistake. Try not to make that mistake. And then you can go ahead and cut it up to serve. We usually cut it like this. And I really like this too because like you can share this very easily because like a cinnamon roll, it splits apart very easily. So you can see that you can just grab it apart. And then yeah, that's all of us eating it. Not me though. I'm never here when my mom makes the yummy desserts. I'm never here. It's so annoying. It's okay. With this video, I can make it myself. And you guys can make it too. And that's it. We hope you guys enjoy this Peeda Circassian Kunafa and that it's super yummy for you too. Let me know if it's good. I haven't had it yet. Okay, that's it. Happy feeding. Bye.